On May 7, 2024, Coast Guard released an update in response to public inquiry regarding replacement-in-kind determinations and design verification for towing vessels that are subject to Subchapter M. You can find a copy of the update on the Maritime Commons website, and it is also included with the materials to this presentation. Although Coast Guard has declined to define replacement in kind, the recent guidance determines that due to the unique conditions and systems on inspected towing vessels, no two modifications or replacements will be identical. When owners or managing operators determine that modifications to primary or auxiliary machinery and electrical systems are needed, they should engage the services of the TPO to ensure the scope of work is created in accordance with the towing safety management system. The owner or managing operator must notify the cognizant OCMI that a modification, repair, or replacement is planned and submit the scope of work. The OCMI will review the standards for a repair proposal, modification, or replacement based upon the individual merits of the work to be done and the objective evidence that the owner or managing operator provides. Coast Guard further emphasized that individual decisions are not intended to be used as a basis for broad sweeping requirements to the industry or to discourage upgrades to existing vessels in the interest of improved safety. It is vitally important that owners and managing operators be vigilant in making the proper notifications to the cognizant OCMI when planning a repair, modification, replacement, or upgrade, as the consequences could be detrimental and costly to operations. In March 2024, Sectormobile detailed in their shipyard circular that repairs or modifications to a vessel's hull, machinery, or safety equipment requires prior approval. Owners and managing operators should submit comprehensive and clear drawings, sketches, or written specifications detailing the proposed repairs or alterations. Neglecting to inform the Coast Guard of these changes may lead to the suspension of the COI. When equipment needs to be replaced, it may either be replaced with the same or similar equipment, or it may be upgraded. If the equipment to be repaired or modified is the same in nature, size, function, and design, this can be considered as similar, and therefore a replacement in kind, although as stated previously, no formal definition has been provided by Coast Guard. A distinction to note is that an upgrade is not considered a replacement in kind, because the maintenance and operation of the new equipment may require an update to the towing safety management system, new or additional operator training, or revisions to maintenance schedules. If the cognizant OCMI determines that the proposal is a replacement in kind, the OCMI will provide a written determination for record. The project may be completed and then verified with the TPO that the work was done in accordance with the towing safety management system. A report of the work done must be included on the next COI renewal application. Finally, the TPO should verify that all documentation and/or changes to the towing safety management system comply with Subchapter M. If the cognizant OCMI determines that the proposal is not a replacement in kind, then the project must comply with Subpart C. Please note that only a registered and licensed professional engineer within the scope of their license, a class society employee with the proper qualifications, or the Coast Guard are permitted to perform the design verification. Verification of compliance with design standards must include a PE-stamped review and analysis of sufficient plans, drawings, schematics, calculations, and other additional documents to ensure the vessel complies with the standards used. Those additional documents to be submitted should include a description of the vessel's intended route and service, the standards used for the vessel's design and construction, deviations from the standards used, if any, a statement that the vessel is suitable for intended route and service, and the identification of the individual who conducted the verification of compliance. Note that a greater than 2% aggregate change in lightweight displacement could require a new stability test. This should be discussed with the TPO and professional engineer. The process for this can be found in reviewing the technical note on lightship change. Once verification is complete, a copy of the verified plan must be provided to the cognizant OCMI and also to the TPO, because a post-project survey may be required to ensure the repair, modification, or replacement conforms with applicable standards. The cognizant OCMI will provide a written determination that work to be completed is an upgrade and must meet the requirements of new vessel standards. The owner or managing operator is then free to proceed and engage the TPO to ensure that work is done in accordance with the towing safety management system and that all documentation and/or changes to the towing safety management system comply with Subchapter M. A major conversion is a conversion of a vessel that A. Substantially changes the dimensions or carrying capacity of the vessel, B. Changes the type of vessel, C. Substantially prolongs the life of the vessel, or D. Otherwise so changes the vessel that it is essentially a new vessel, as decided by the Secretary. If the cognizant OCMI feels the proposed work might meet the definition of a major conversion, the Marine Safety Center will be engaged to make the final determination as they are the only body authorized to do so. Owners and managing operators should plan ahead because the review and subsequent determination could take up to 60 days. If an owner or managing operator feels that their proposed project might be a major conversion, documents may be submitted to the cognizant OCMI and Marine Safety Center at the same time. It is important to note that the professional engineer cannot and should not include an opinion about or determination of a major conversion in their report. Once the owner or managing operator completes the project, the TPO will verify that the work was done in accordance with the towing safety management system and applicable regulations. Finally, the owner or managing operator should ensure that any 835s and/or open deficiencies are closed, and then the vessel may resume operations. The guidance issued by the Office of Commercial Vessel Compliance and the Marine Safety Center can be found on the Maritime Commons website dated May 7, 2024. A copy is also included with this presentation. This flowchart was developed by Coast Guard for owners and managing operators to determine the proper steps to take when repairing, replacing, or modifying equipment. A copy of this flowchart is included in the presentation materials. TVIB has developed a process that owners or managing operators should follow when planning modifications to vessels. A copy of this document is available on the member portal and is also included in the presentation materials. Please direct any questions you may have to the contact points listed on this slide or to the appropriate operations manager. Thank you for your participation in this important industry update.